Hi, I'm Dave Duffy. I'm one of the assistant band directors here at Dripping Springs High School in Dripping Springs, Texas. We just got done with the Power Regional here, or the Super Regional, I'm not quite sure what they call it here, Bands of America here in St. Louis. So we just got done with finals. The show is entitled 2181, An Adventure in Time and Space. And the show originally was, it's just something that's evolved over time. Originally it was just going to be 2181. It was only going to be the music of 1812 and the planets, kind of futuristic. But then we also decided to add the time element, kind of inspired sort of by the wrinkle in time and just space travel and things like that. So then we added Stan Kenton's Adventures in Time. So that's kind of what we do in a nutshell. With the 1812 is one of my dad's favorite pieces ever, and so it just kind of started with him. And then 2181 is 1812 backwards. So everything in the pre-show is about time going backwards. So we go back in time, start in 1812, and then we develop, and we finally, at the very end of the show, land on a big inflatable Mars. The beginning of the show is all about time, and it starts with a development, and everything I said goes counterclockwise, and then we kind of get some futuristic sounds, and then we go into Stan Kenton's Adventures in Time. It's still about the clock, and then as it goes, there's some things that happen that we kind of go through an asteroid storm, and there's some battle sounds there, and then at the very end we survive that, and then we eject because our ship has been damaged, and we go into the beauty of space, and we kind of take a spacewalk, and that's where we go into Jupiter, and it's and then we use the numbers out there, 2-1 and 8-1, and it shows 1812, and then it turns backwards and goes 2181, and then the ballad, the 8 turns on its side, and of course becomes infinity. And then when we look into infinity, we open infinity, and there's a nebula, a beautiful lit nebula in space. And so that's kind of what the middle part stands for. And then the end goes back to 1812, and we give 1812 kind of an update. We give it a little facelift, and go into the future. So we have some futuristic sounds. We have some fun little tongue-in-cheek things that you might have heard from the Jetsons, soundscapes, and a little quote there at the end from Close Encounters-ish. So it's a real fun show. It's been an adventure. Some of the props, shout out to Jeffrey Herr, who makes us look so good and does those things. And also to Dance Sophisticates, who are super great with the costumes. We also use a spandex piece that is down the leg that the brass utilize, and the green is our futuristic kind of Martian look that we've adapted for the year. It's great. It's been a great season. It's been a wet season in Texas. We were supposed to go to the Waco Regional, but that got stormed out. We were actually in warm-up when they canceled that regional. So it's been a great season here at Dripping Springs. Unfortunately, we're not going to the San Antonio Regional. It wasn't scheduled into our schedule. And so this is the end of the road for us. And so it's been a great ride, finishing in at Power Regional Finals and being amongst, following Broken Arrow, that was awesome. And just being amongst some really great bands. They're all great, and shout out to our sister school, Weiss High School, also representing here in finals in Texas, is exciting. No, it's always sad for me. It's always sad for me. This show, again, is, I originally started planning the show when I was in a school, West Johnston in North Carolina, back in 2007 with the staff there, and it just kind of went through lots of different changes. So it's me saying goodbye, which always is so bittersweet. But it was a wonderful performance. The kids rocked it out, and I'm super excited.